You know what I hear a lot from job seekers over 50 every single week? Hey, I'm on LinkedIn, but nothing's happening. And here's the truth that most people don't want to talk about, which is LinkedIn really feels like a black hole sometimes. You apply, you wait, you hear nothing. And you start to wonder, does this platform even work? Or worse, am I the problem? But no, you're not the problem, sort of. You've just never been shown how LinkedIn actually works, how recruiters use it, how the algorithm works, and how people your age, my age, can use it to get real traction. There are many hidden tools on LinkedIn that most people don't even know about. In a previous video, which I'll link here plus in the notes below, we already rebuilt your LinkedIn profile from being just an online resume to being a search engine optimized marketing tool. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what to do on LinkedIn step by step so you can stop feeling invisible and start getting noticed. But before we talk about the job boards and before we talk about the recruiters or even the networking, we need to talk about that open to work setting. Because this is one of the choices that affects everything else. There are two versions, maybe you know about them. Option one, open to work, which is for recruiters only, and option two, the public open to work banner, that green banner around your profile picture. Let's break them down. Recruiter only visibility. This one tells recruiters using LinkedIn's paid recruiter tools that you're open to new roles. It doesn't put that green banner around your profile photo. It's discreet. It's safe if you're still employed, and it avoids some of that age bias that can come with public visibility. The downside, though, your network, it doesn't know that you're looking. So you could miss out on some referrals and introductions. Now, the public visibility, this is that green banner. This one is bold. It's visible to everyone, and it absolutely increases your inbound messages. People, they're going to reach out. They're going to offer help. They're going to tag you in job posts. But it also signals vulnerability. And for older workers, that can sometimes trigger age bias. So here's my guidance, and it's really up to you. If you're unemployed or consulting, or you want to maximize your visibility, the public banner can be really powerful. If you're employed, though, or if you're worried about age bias, then use the recruiter only. Either way, turn it on to one of the two settings. It's one of the most important steps that you can take right up front. Now let's talk about the job board. Most people, they just use it like Google. They type in, one job title, then they search around for a bit, and then they give up. But that's not how LinkedIn works. LinkedIn, it rewards people who search strategically. So here's how to do it. You search by title, but you also search by skills. So for example, if you've been a program manager all your life, then search for program manager. But also search for project lead, for delivery manager, for operations manager, or even customer experience, because companies, they rename roles constantly, and older job titles, they don't always match the modern ones. Next, use the filters. Filter by date posted, filter by experience level, filter by remote or by hybrid. And here's a really big one. Save your searches. When you save the search, LinkedIn starts to learn what you want, and it starts feeding you better results. This is how you're going to uncover roles that you would not have found on your own. Once you've built your job searches, be absolutely sure to turn on the job alerts. Daily alerts are the best because timing matters. Many roles, they get flooded with applicants in the first 24 hours, and some roles, they even close early before the posting even expires. So if you're applying late, you're already behind. So remember, alerts, they help you stay ahead of the curve. Next, follow companies that you're genuinely interested in, not 200 companies, just maybe, 20 to 40. When you follow a company, you see their postings in your feed. You see their news, you see their leadership changes, you see their expansions and contractions, and the recruiters see that you follow them, which signals interest in them. So for older workers, this is also a great way to stay current on industry language and lingo, because companies, they reveal a lot through what they post. Now, following companies, it's well and good, but engaging with their content is even better. When you like or comment on a company's post, your name and your headline shows up in front of their employees, in front of their recruiters and their hiring managers. This is visibility, and visibility is your currency. But here's the key. Don't just leave generic comments. Don't leave, great post or thanks for sharing. Add one or two sentences of your vast insight. Show that you're thoughtful. Show that you're current, and show them that you're paying attention to them. That's how you're going to stand out. Let's talk about recruiters. LinkedIn, of course, is one of the easiest places to find them. Search for recruiter plus your industry. Search for talent acquisition plus a company name, or go to the company page and click people. Once you find them, reach out. But keep your message short. Keep it modern, forward-looking. Something like, hey, I'm exploring new opportunities in operations leadership. I'm especially interested in roles focused on customer experience and process improvement. If any relevant positions come across your desk, I'd love to stay on your radar. That's it. No long career history, no extensive paragraphs, no attachments, unless they ask. Keep it short, clear, and professional. Now, let's talk about Easy Apply. Easy Apply is great for speed, but it's also a trap, because when something's easy, everyone does it. And that means competition is really high. So here's the rule. Use Easy Apply only when you match at least 80% of the job description. And always attach a resume that's custom tailored to that job. Always. And if the job really matters, go to the company's website and apply there too. That makes sure that you're going to be entered into their ATS. And some companies actually seem to prioritize direct applicants on their website. One of the most powerful features on LinkedIn is the People Who Work Here section on the company page. This is where you're going to find alumni from your university. You're going to find former colleagues or people with similar backgrounds, people who might refer you. Reach out to them. Ask for a short conversation. Ask for insight, or ask for a referral if it feels appropriate. Referrals, again, they dramatically increase your chance of getting an interview, especially for us older workers. Now, let's talk about posting. You don't need to post every day. You're not an influencer, but posting once a week it's one of the best ways to stay visible. Share an article, share a lesson learned, share a short story from your career, share something that you're learning today. You're not trying to go viral. You're just trying to stay present, because when you post, you show up in people's feeds. And when you show up, people are going to remember you. Here's a little secret too. So commenting is more powerful than posting. When you comment, your name and your headline appear in front of the original poster's entire network. That's thousands of people that you would never reach otherwise. So make it a habit. Maybe 5 thoughtful comments a week. That's it. This builds visibility, and visibility builds opportunity, which can lead to jobs. Next, let's talk about skills and recommendations. Add modern skills to your profile. Skills that match today's job descriptions, not just the ones that you used 20 years ago. Ask former colleagues to endorse you. Endorse others, because many people will just endorse you back and return the favor. And request recommendations. 3 to 5 is ideal. Recommendations, they counteract age bias. They show that you're still relevant, that you're valued, that you're still in the game today. LinkedIn groups they're not as active as they used to be, and they're full of a lot of advertisers, but they're still useful. So maybe consider joining some groups related to your industry, to your function, to your job search. You don't have to be a heavy participant, but just being in the room helps you stay connected and see what's going on. LinkedIn has 3 tools that older workers often overlook, possibly because one of them isn't even on LinkedIn, but on a separate server. These are the Career Explorer and Skills Match, together with a basket of AI tools to optimize your application. These tools, they show you the roles that you're qualified for, the skills that you may need to add, and how your background maps against modern job titles. And it also offers AI tools to help your application become more effective. Since Career Explorer isn't even on the LinkedIn page, which is really strange, I dropped the link to reach it into the show notes. This one lets you explore your skills and compare them to what skills certain roles look for. It can be pretty helpful during the exploration phase of your job search. The Skills Match is a really valuable tool located in the jobs section of LinkedIn. So if you're a LinkedIn Premium user, you can click on a job to open the details, then locate Use AI to assess how you fit on that jobs page. Here you can choose from a variety of options, including Show Match Details. If you click this, you're going to see an assessment of how well your skills list and keywords are matched to the open position's description. You're also going to see additional options like Tailor My Resume, which offers AI-based assistance to tailor your resume specifically to this job with the most relevant keywords. In addition, you can leverage the Create a Cover Letter option to generate an AI-assisted cover letter specific to that role. But remember, as good as AI pretends to be sure to add some of your own personality to anything that's generated. There's also an option to click called Help Me Stand Out. Click on this if you want some additional tips on your LinkedIn profile, your resume, your cover letter, or anything else depending on the additional assessment that LinkedIn's AI makes. These are all incredibly helpful if your job titles are outdated or if you're transitioning into something new where you're not so familiar with the lingo. And be sure to use the My Jobs dashboard. It shows where you applied, whether your application was viewed, and whether the job is still open. This helps you to stay organized, and it helps you to follow up strategically when necessary. Here's something that many older workers often overlook: contract roles, fractional leadership, or consulting. These roles are often faster moving. They can bypass age bias filters, and they often convert to full-time roles. Turn on the setting that tells recruiters that you're open to contract work. It opens doors that you didn't even know existed. Finally, LinkedIn Learning. Taking a course, it does 2 things. First, it updates your skills, and second, it signals to recruiters that you're learning and updating your skills, that you're current, that you're engaged. This matters because one of the frustrating and biggest stereotypes about older workers is that we don't keep up, that we don't learn. Again, I call bullshit on this one. LinkedIn Learning, it helps to prove them wrong. As we've discussed in the video I'll link here, LinkedIn is not a resume. It's not a static profile. It's a living ecosystem, a marketing document. And the people who get the most out of it are the people who use it and its tools consistently. Not perfectly, not obsessively, just consistently. A few minutes a day, a few actions a week. That's all it takes. Because visibility, it leads to opportunity, and opportunity leads to interviews, and interviews lead to jobs. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be valued, and you deserve to be hired. This is the Ageism Survival Guide. Just remember, youth runs fast, but age knows the terrain. See you next time.